Good morning. My name is Adena. I use she, her pronouns, and I am your Director of Lifespan Religious Exploration. And this week, the United States will be celebrating a holiday on Tuesday. Who knows what that might be? You can say it. Yeah, July 4th, or Independence Day in the United States. And I specifically say that because there are other countries that have their own Independence Days. Some even declared independence from the same country that we were trying to gain our independence from. It's very complicated. But if you look around on Tuesday, you'll probably see a lot of red, white, and blue, yeah? Maybe some stars and stripes. Definitely some fireworks. Does that sound about right to everybody? Yeah? Okay, cool. And it'll definitely feel like a lot of people are supportive of the idea of this independence, yes? Yeah, okay. But if you rewind all the way back to 1776, when the idea of independence was being discussed, do you think that every person was on board with declaring independence from England? No? My guess is probably not. When big changes like that start happening, there's always someone, or a group of someones, who say that there is no need to make a change because this is the way things have always been. Have you ever heard someone use that argument before? This is the way things have always been. It's an argument that people use when they are comfortable with the way things are, and the changes might disrupt their place of power or comfort. Or sometimes people just really don't like change. But eventually, change ended up happening and independence was declared, but it took a while and some learning and discussions to get more people on board. Now we're going to fast forward about 90 years later, and a similar thing started happening when people were discussing the idea of letting the people who were enslaved to do unfair work for others go free. And there were people that realized it was wrong, that no one can be owned, and the way people were being treated was not okay. But on the other hand, there were the people who said, this is the way things have always been. Eventually, the right decision was made and people were freed, even if not for all the right reasons. However, we are still trying to get true independence from oppressive systems for all people, even today. So we're going to fast forward another 60 years or so later, and the discussion is around letting white women vote, right? That's happening. And you can guess there were some people who said, we should let them vote. And others said, but this is the way things have always been. Eventually, the right decision was made, but we're still trying to get true independence from oppression for all women, even today. So another 35 years or so passed by, and the discussion was around desegregation, or letting all people do things no matter what color their skin is. And you can guess some people understood that this was what needed to be done, but of course there were others who said, but this is the way things have always been. Eventually the right decision was made, but it took a lot of fighting and hard work, and you can guess we are still trying to get things to be truly equal even today. And I could go on and on and on about all the different things throughout our history where we had to get people on what we call the right side of history. The list is long and the story is sometimes hard. However, we can fast forward to right now, today, and even in Unitarian Universalism, we are facing some changes in our principles and our sources and how we define ourselves as UUs. This, you might have heard rumbles of, is called the Article 2 revision. And there was a lot of discussion around it at General Assembly, which happened last week, and our friend Kendall Nordine is going to talk about that some today. And there are people who are strong supporters of the changes. They're ready for change. Unitarian Universalism is always changing, and they're ready to move forward. And of course, there are people who are saying, but this is the way things have always been. Now, to find out which way things are going to go, we're all going to have thoughtful conversations and discussions and learn together. Not just here at UUCC, but all Unitarian Universalists everywhere. Then one day, we're going to look back, and this will be a part of our history too. So now, we're going to head to class, not because that's the way things have always been, but because we're excited about cooking today. Thank you.